All right, let's move to consent agenda, payment of bills. Do I have a motion?
Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois hereby takes the following action on the listed consent agenda items. A, approves payment of bills as presented and listed in section Roman numeral 7.A of the June 11, 2013 Board Agenda Packet, and B, approves minutes from the meetings held on May 7, 14, and 28, 2013, open and closed as presented and amended in the June 11, 2013 Board Agenda Packet.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ed Jepson. Any questions on bills?
Tim, didn't you have some
Yeah,
questions?
did you say bills or not?
Bills.
Bills.
Oh. Yeah, there were some questions on some of the bills. We have a telephone expense that is
What
general.
page?
You might not have.
Okay.
You have to give me a minute there.
Is it on the checklist? What's the check number?
5.
What page is it on the top? I can find it on the bottom. Tim?
It's on 5. 5 on the top. So
31.
it's 31. There's a payment about the middle of the page in one of our staff members for telephone. That's a phone line that person has in their house. It's a separate phone line that's used for sub-calling. And the district had that line put in that person's house a number of years ago, and they use it to call subs and to take phone calls and things of that nature.
Okay.
Then on page 10 at the top,
36.
okay, which is 36. There was a question regarding a payment to the Village of Riverside, $280. That's for vehicle stickers for the minibus that we own, not the two that we lease, but the one that we own, which is a special ed bus, the club wagon, and the pickup. So that's 3 vehicles that we own. Those are the stickers that we have to purchase for the vehicles.
We have to pay for the minibuses that we rent.
They're leased vehicles. We just don't have to pay for stickers for the leased vehicles. We only for the vehicles that we own.
All right, next question.
Okay, there was also a question regarding a reimbursement for fuel. It was $200 and was asked if staff members have to provide receipts. Yes, they do. In that case, that individual put $100 into the gas tank twice. Just must have stopped it at 100 because that's the cash that they had. Page 12 on the top, which is 38 on the bottom. There's a question regarding a payment for Summer League and for Varsity Shootout. Those are 2 programs that we're running this summer. That payment was made out of a board account because we need to get that individual paid out of a board account, and then we use that to generate the 1099 at the end of the year. But the activity account reimburses the board for that payment, but it has to be paid out of the board to get it in there for the 1099. And then page 14 on the top, there was page 40 on the bottom. It's a question regarding a purchase of auditorium lights. That was where the individual who was the auditorium manager purchased 25 auditorium light bulbs and used their own credit card, so they're being reimbursed for that. And then page 16 on the top, page 42 on the bottom, there was a reimbursement for a stolen headset. That was a student headset that was stolen, and after some discussion, we determined that a big part of the reason for it was something that we did as a school. It came down to our fault, so we reimbursed the parent for those. They provided a receipt and we reimbursed them.
Can you go back to the one? we have all kinds of accounts with all kinds of companies where we get lights and all different we've talked about this before, and who's
Mhm.
responsible, whether we're getting the best price. I mean, if somebody, a staff member needs to spend $400 on lights, don't they go to Joel? Doesn't he have accounts places where we go buy light bulbs, or how do we know I struggle sometimes, it's the same thing with like computers and phones and all that, is whether we're, do we have a systematic way of doing it where we have accounts and are getting the best price, or do people just, why does the band director buy lights for the auditorium? It just doesn't seem like their job to me.
I think I'm wondering if there are lights for underneath on the music stands.
Okay,
So I don't know if Joel would have a set vendor that would do that.
okay.
Or maybe just the person that the auditorium manager doesn't ask. Sometimes that's a problem. Sometimes people do that. So we can continue to remind staff before they
Yeah.
make a purchase for reimbursement, they check with the district first to see if we have an account set up.
Thank
Tim
you.
can do that.
Anything else, Tim, on bills?
No, that was all.
Okay, anything on minutes? All right, seeing none, can I have a motion, please? I mean, we already have a motion, please. Mary Ann, go for the vote.
Mr. Goodchin?
Yes.
Ms. Ruska?
Yes.
Mr. Jepson?
Yes.
Dr. Keen?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Welch?
Yes.
Mr. Cindy?
Yes.